So we're at Five Guys, and we're a little early for the dinner rush, but they're making our burgers back there. We've got the peanuts down there, and I'll show you how a burger is properly topped. There's things you'll see on it, and there's things you will never see on a burger. But anyway, hopefully it'll be done soon. Say hi. Okay, now I'm going to give you the tour of what belongs on a hamburger. Well, that is a hamburger. Underneath we've got mustard, relish, hamburger, cheese, bacon, and nothing else. And that's grilled onion, by the way. Very important. That's a proper burger. Not a beetroot in sight, or a fried egg, or Vegemite, or any strange thing you might want to put on there. This is the way it goes. I've just arrived home, and I happen to know from the alerts I just got on my watch that they just delivered my new Drobo. So I'm gonna do, and my green screen. I got a new green screen. So I have a big green screen, which I have been using, but it is, you know, a backdrop and framework and all that stuff. You've seen that before. I've gotten a small pop-up one that I can just put behind me and hopefully do some quick green screen stuff without having to nip out the whole kit. Anyway, I may do a little unboxing. Honestly, somehow I thought that was going to be quite a bit smaller than that. Okay, when they said collapsible, it's 5x7, that's collapsed to about 4x3. Obviously, I want to start with the Drobo, but I'm going to start with a green screen, just to get that out of the way. So, green screen it is. I'm going to assume that we want to be careful about cutting this. This looks pretty painless. Wasn't even necessary to open both sides. That box was most definitely oversized. All right, we have a zipper, which not surprisingly goes halfway around, and inside we have a surprisingly heavy chroma key. The fact that nobody's put this damn syrup away irritates the heck out of me. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to open it without breaking something. Like the camera, or those pictures, or a fan. Jesus Christ. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Hello there. And I've knocked stuff all over the place trying to open that son of a bitch. So much for our clean tag. Ha! They haven't got clean tags on YouTube. And so that's the green side. And I I can really see. Let's move this over here. I might be a little low in the camera here. Hello, I am on the planet Mars, or perhaps in deep space, or underwater. I could be anywhere. Okay, now let's try the other side. God, this thing's big. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Which I guess is good in some ways. Now, that's blue. Let's lock that blue down. Chroma key blue, baby. How does that work with this shirt? Probably not very well. Hello. So, this is probably not part of the boxing. I'll put this in together. Very careful. This is my Drobo 5N. 5D, sorry. Which is substantially smaller than the shipping cart from Amazon. If I could just slide it out. There we go. There's a little box. Welcome to the world of Drobo. Oh, it's got a Drobo sticker. Where'd they get that idea from? Apple. There it is. Doesn't look like there's anything else in the box. If it is, I hope it's not fragile. And wow, it's like a toaster. Look at that bag. That is seriously fancy. They could have saved quite a bit of money by not supplying me with this bag, which my arms are stuck in. It really is a shopping bag. It really is a shopping bag. All right, well, save the earth, right? All right, that's obviously the bottom. I don't know if you can see all that. Let's hope so. There's the back, USB, Thunderbolt, power switch, power. Pretty simple. And the front, which has got stuff on it. I know people that never take this off. They're twisted. This is magnetically attached. There's all the instructions you need. And there's the drives, or the drive bays, which I'll just sort of hop in. So, let's get on with the project. Before I go anywhere, I'm going to have to get 2 drives to put in the Drobo. Now, I think I've mentioned this before. I have a number of pairs of drives, which I use Carbon Copy Cloner to back up. So, for example, I have an archive of videotapes that I've converted to digital, and I put them on an external USB 3, SATA 3 hard drive, and then I have another one that I clone it onto so that I've got 2 copies of these files. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to make sure that they're absolutely identical by doing a clone with an out delete both ways. So I might gain some extra files, but I won't lose anything. And then once I have those 2 3 terabyte drives, the clone drives done, then I will pop them from their cases and they'll be the first 2 to go in the Drobo. So we're just going to work on that now. It's currently powering on with the first 2 drives loaded in it. You can see back here I've extracted them from their Seagate cases, and we have the Blinky Delights. we've got ignore. I think I'm going to say ignore. Seems like a thing I should do. I should ignore it. Got the first two drives in. I've copied the first contents from one of my backup drives. Now the contents that were on this, they're still on this. How? That's still hot. I'm going to put it in the Drobo. Okay, it's in, it's spinning up. You'll note I'm at 50% utilization. Over here on the computer, it's thinking. Green light over here. It says Drobos added a new drive. 3 terabytes, and capacity is now at 20%. And that's how you add a drive to a Drobo. That's pretty slick. Well, I have been a fool. I love quesadillas, which is, for those who don't know, tortilla heated with lots of melted cheese. I love cheese. I love tortillas. I also like tacos made with meat and tortillas and cheese. But I've never thought that I would ever like a quesadilla with meat in it. Tried one today. It's been a big mistake that I hadn't all these years. It was really good. So here we are, over 24 hours after getting the Drobo. And it's still copying data. Now, I'm not saying it's been copying data for 24 hours. I copied the first drive, which had 1.5 terabytes on it, in 3-ish hours. And so then I put the 3 terabyte drive on to copy, thinking, certain kind of logic to it, that would take about 6 hours. However, it was nowhere near done when I got up in the morning. And since it's my laptop and I needed that for work, I had to shut the copy down and take the laptop to work. But when I came home, since I got here, I put it back on with one difference to continue the copy. And it's been running for 6-ish hours now. And it's getting there. It should be done in the morning. I said that last night. I swung by the Apple store, so I was doing a little checking. And SATA drives, SATA 3, have a 6 gigabit transfer speed, gigabit. And USB 3 has a 5 gigabit transfer speed. And Thunderbolt has 10 or 20, depending on the mode it's using. So obviously I want as much Thunderbolt as possible. So I ran by the Apple store and I picked up a 1/2 meter long Thunderbolt cable, thinking, well, that's the only one they had anyway, but thinking, 1/2 meter, that should do. Perfectly fine, except for this one little problem. The cable, the Thunderbolt ports are on the wrong side of my laptop in relation to where the Drobo logically fits on the desk. So I've got this awkward situation sitting at the moment, and I'll have to do something about that soon-ish. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the next phase in this adventure, but I think I'm going to call that one an end for tonight and for this episode. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.